Good evening. Sometimes a story hits you in a way that's personal, a way that makes you think about your own mother, your own grandmother, about how vulnerable we all are. Tonight, we're talking about a kidnapping, but not just any kidnapping. This is the mother of someone you see on your television screen almost every morning, someone millions of Americans trust to start their day with the news. Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. She's been missing since late January, and as of today, the FBI is offering $50,000 for information that leads to her recovery. The clock is ticking, and investigators believe she's still out there. Before we go deeper into this developing story, if you value real journalism that covers stories the way they deserve to be covered, thoroughly, compassionately, and without sensationalism, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications. We're Capital Prime, and we're here to bring you the truth. Let's get into this. Nancy Guthrie is 84 years old. She lives in Tucson, Arizona. And if you watch the Today Show, you know her daughter, Savannah Guthrie, one of the most recognizable faces in morning television. Savannah has been co-hosting the Today Show since 2012. She's interviewed presidents, covered breaking news, brought millions of Americans their morning coffee conversation for over a decade. She's a journalist, she's a mother of two, and right now, she's living every child's worst nightmare because sometime in late January 2026, Nancy Guthrie vanished. Just disappeared, no trace, no goodbye, nothing. And then a ransom note arrived. Here's what we know. A ransom note was sent to a local Arizona news station, not to the family directly, to the media. Think about that for a second. Whoever took Nancy Guthrie didn't just want money, they wanted attention. They wanted this to be public. They wanted Savannah Guthrie, a national television personality, to know that the world was watching. The contents of that ransom note, authorities haven't released the full details. We don't know how much money was demanded. We don't know what specific threats were made, but we know this. Law enforcement is taking it seriously, very seriously, because ransom notes aren't games. They're evidence. They're proof that someone out there believes they have leverage, that they have someone worth bargaining for. And in this case, that someone is an 84-year-old woman who just wanted to live out her retirement in peace. This week, the FBI made it official. They're offering a reward of up to $50,000 for information leading to Nancy Guthrie's safe recovery. $50,000, that's not a small number. That tells you how serious this is. That tells you the FBI believes someone out there knows something, maybe a neighbor, maybe a witness, maybe someone who saw something suspicious and didn't think twice about it at the time. The Tucson Police Department has been investigating Nancy's home for clues. They've been combing through evidence, talking to neighbors, trying to piece together what happened. When did she disappear? Who was the last person to see her? Were there signs of a struggle? And here's what makes this even more haunting. Authorities believe Nancy is still out there. They haven't found a body. They haven't found evidence that suggests the worst, which means there's hope. But it also means that somewhere right now, Nancy Guthrie could be held against her will, scared, alone, wondering if anyone's coming for her. So let's talk about the question everyone's asking. Who would do this? There are no suspects publicly identified yet, no arrests, no persons of interest named. But let's think about what we know. This wasn't random. You don't send a ransom note for a random kidnapping. You don't target the 84-year-old mother of a Today Show host by accident. This was planned. This was deliberate. Was it someone who knew Nancy personally, a former acquaintance, someone with a grudge against the family? Or was this someone who saw Savannah Guthrie on television every morning and thought, there's my payday? Kidnapping for ransom is rare in the United States. It happens, but it's not common. Most abductions are custody disputes, domestic situations, or crimes of opportunity. But this is different. This is targeted. This is calculated. And whoever did this made a critical mistake. They left evidence. That ransom note, that's a trail. The FBI doesn't offer $50,000 unless they believe there's a real chance someone can provide actionable intelligence. Now, let's talk about Savannah Guthrie for a moment, because she's been remarkably quiet about this. And that makes sense, doesn't it? If your mother has been kidnapped, the last thing you want to do is say something publicly that could endanger her. Law enforcement probably told her, don't talk, don't negotiate publicly. Let us handle this. But imagine what that's like. You're on national television every single morning. You're smiling, you're interviewing celebrities, you're talking about the weather and the latest political scandal. And in the back of your mind the entire time, you're thinking, where is my mother? Is she safe? Is she alive? That's the nightmare Savannah Guthrie is living right now. And here's the thing. Kidnappers don't care about your pain. They don't care that you're scared. They only care about one thing, leverage. And as long as they have Nancy, they have all the leverage in the world. So here's what the FBI is asking for. If you live in Tucson, Arizona, or the surrounding areas, if you saw anything unusual in late January, anything that didn't sit right with you, call them. Maybe you saw an older woman being escorted somewhere she didn't want to go. Maybe you noticed a car parked outside Nancy's home at odd hours. Maybe you heard something, shouting, crying, a door slamming in the middle of the night. You might think it's nothing, but it could be everything. The FBI's tip line is open 24/7. You can remain anonymous. And if your information leads to Nancy's safe recovery, $50,000. Tax-free. But more than that, you could save a life. You could bring a mother home to her daughter. You could end this nightmare. Nancy Guthrie is 84 years old. She's someone's mother, someone's grandmother. And right now, she's out there somewhere, hoping someone is looking for her. The FBI believes she's alive. They believe she can be found, but they need help. They need someone to come forward. They need that one piece of information that cracks this case wide open. So if you know anything, if you've seen anything, don't wait. Don't assume someone else will make the call. Be the one who makes the call. Because every hour that passes is another hour Nancy Guthrie spends in fear. And every hour counts. That's our show. Thank you for watching Capitol Prime. Good night.